What's going on, YouTube? Alright, so this is gonna be another top 5 video. I'm back here with Danny. This one is gonna be on our top 5 favorite movies, but like I've said before, this is in our opinion, and what do I always say? Our opinion does not matter. But anyway, let's get started. What's your number 5?
My number 5 is a classic, Hocus Pocus. It's literally the best Halloween movie, but I will watch it 24/7 when I can.
24/7, 365 days a week? Or 365 days a year?
Yes. It has... I should have prepared for this because I can't think of her name right now. But it has some of my favorite actresses in it. And it's a cute movie. But yeah. Your number 5?
My number 5 is Shooter. One of the best movies of all time. Hands down. Mark Wahlberg kills it in that movie. I do believe they're actually making a TV show about it now because it was such a great movie. But that is one of my all-time favorite movies just because of the backstory that it gives. He was a Marine sniper, and he then goes to work for the government, even though the government is trying to frame him for something. Sorry, I don't want to spoil everything for you. But anyway, it's a great movie. I really highly suggest you guys go watch that movie. Number 4.
My number 4 is a trilogy, as you can call it, is the Insidious movies. Not only is it one of the best scary movies. I had a hard time picking because I love scary movies, even the stupid little cheesy ones. But Insidious has such a good storyline. I can't wait until the 4th, 3rd, 5th, 100th one. I don't know. There's so many of them out right now.
I'm not a big fan of scary movies just because I think scary movies are dumb. But anyway, they're not scary.
That one, the first one got me pretty good when the guy popped up right behind the dad's face and freaked the shit out of me. But yeah, that's my number 4.
All right. Well, my number 4 is going to be American Sniper. I don't know if you guys are seeing kind of a trail going on here with my favorite movies or not. But anyway, American Sniper, great movie, great action, plus it's got a history behind it. The guy was a Navy SEAL sniper, and he served our country, and he is the best sniper that I've ever heard of. Has the longest shot in U.S. history. He's just a great sniper. It's a war movie. What happened?
Was a great sniper.
Was. The ending is kind of sad, but if you guys haven't seen it yet, I would highly suggest go watch that one too. Not only is it because it's a good movie, but it is also of what happened to him and how he survives all of his tours, but then something happens when he comes back home. But anyway, that's my number 4. Let's get started with number 3.
My number 3 is mine and my mom's favorite movie. It is such a classic. Molly Ringwald is my girl. Love her to death. Pretty in Pink. Literally. Oh my god. I love 80s movies. I had a hard time choosing between Pretty in Pink, Breakfast Club, Teen Witch. So many. Oh my god, but Molly Ringwald was my favorite. This movie is so adorable. Her and her best friend, her best friend has the hugest crush on her. But then she's like the square, not a square, sorry. She's like a little outsider, and then
she's a square.
No, squares are preps. Haven't you seen Crybaby?
No.
That's a good movie too. Crybaby. Should have made it, but I totally forgot.
We're talking about top 5 videos.
Sorry. But it's a cute movie. Good little romance. But yeah. Your number 2. Or your number 3.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Number 3. Anyway, my number 3, hands down, one of the greatest series of movies that has ever been created, and that's the Fast and the Furious series. I guarantee that everybody that watches this is going to tell you that it's the same thing. She doesn't care for him very much. But the Fast and the Furious series is hands down one of the greatest series of movies that's ever been. It's still one of the top selling series that there is, and it's one of the longest lasting series of movies. I think they're on their 7th or 8th one.
Their 8th one's coming out.
Without Paul Walker, I really don't think it's going to be as good. Rest in peace, Paul Walker. But anyway, they're great movies. They have really great actors, and how can you not love the cars? I mean, every man's blood has horsepower pumped through it, so the cars is what draws me into it, and plus it's got some action in it as well. But that's my number 3.
My number 2 is another series, and it's the Divergent series. I'm not a big action movie watcher, but the Divergent is like my kind of action, and it's so cool. Like, I love how this little, whatever you want to call it, their world or whatever, their town, they can choose what place they want to go into, their factions, and I may look a little like Miss Innocent, but I would totally be Dauntless. I took a test before, and I was totally Dauntless. I might have cheated a little bit, but I'm Dauntless.
No, yeah, she cheated a lot.
But
that's all she does.
I'd probably be Candor because I'm way too honest. Probably. But that's my number 2. What about yours?
My number 2 is one of the best movies, hands down. I had a hard time choosing out of these two. My number 2 is Lone Survivor. Out of my first one and this one, but you'll see why I chose the first one. But anyway, my second one's Lone Survivor. Great action. Yet again, my favorite actor of all time is in it, Mark Wahlberg. Marky Mark. He kills it. He's one of the best actors I've ever seen. And Lone Survivor is just such a great film. It's so heartbreaking on what our troops have gone through over there, and for Operation Red Wing and whatnot. It's heartbreaking to see what they've gone through. Yet again, it's all the true history that has happened over there. One of my favorite movies. I have a hard time watching it, but hands down, one of the greatest movies I've ever seen. Number 1?
My number 1, I just changed it right now. It was The Little Mermaid, and I shouldn't be saying this because I'm Ariel reincarnated. I am a mermaid. I have everything, almost everything mermaid. It is sickening. But my all-time favorite movie, and it just came out, not just came out, it's been out for a while, and I'm surprised he hasn't said it was one of his favorite movies, but Hacksaw Ridge. I'm not a big fan of like war movies just because I don't know, just something about them, like I support the military and our troops and all that stuff, but I don't know, just watching them is a little too real. But watching Hacksaw Ridge, way too real. Oh my god, like the entire movie, I just cried, and I wanted to give him a big hug, even though he's deceased. But that is literally, I could watch that movie over and over again, and major tearjerker.
If you guys don't know much about Hacksaw Ridge, basically the backstory line is this guy joins the military because his dad served and his brother joined, and basically all the guys in his town. If you haven't seen
it, he might spoil it, so no spoiler alerts.
Spoiler alert. Anyway, all the guys in his town is joining, so he decides to join. Well, he took an oath and swore off using any kind of weapons and hurting people at all. He wants to save people's lives. But as we all know, in the military, we all have to use guns. But he was told by a recruiter, and we all know what recruiters are, they're salesmen. But anyway, he was told that he doesn't ever have to touch a gun, that he can just save people's lives. Well, by the time he gets to boot camp and everything, they end up basically AWOLing him and making him go to prison and everything else for not ever wanting to touch a gun, not wanting to hurt people. But he ends up getting away with being able to do it, and he does it, and he never touches a gun, but he saves how many people? It was like 783 people.
Hundreds.
Is what he saved on Hacksaw Ridge. And he was the only guy.
And
Chinese.
Yeah.
Well, Japanese. But anyway. Some sort of Asian.
No racial.
Sorry. Anyway, he ends up saving a bunch of people, and he was dropping them down the ridge, which was, I believe, like a 40 or 50 foot ridge drop off, and he was tying them up and lowering them down while he was getting shot at. And the only time he ever touched a gun was to drag the soldier by it. That was a really good movie. But
awesome movie.
My number one is one of my hands down all time favorite movie series. Could watch them over and over again. Is the Transformers. Transformers is a great movie series. You got cars, you got action, and even in the newer ones, you got one of the greatest actors, Mark Wahlberg. So,
Robots.
what?
Robots.
And plus, yeah, robots,
Or alien robots.
aliens, killing, military, guns.
Megan Fox
Thank you.
with her weird
Sexy.
little toe thumbs.
Anyway, it's just one of the greatest movie series. And if you guys haven't done it yet, in the first one, you guys can see her panties. Oh, wait, what? Anyway, so that's going to be our all-time favorite movies. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. And up until I see you guys again, see you later.
Peace.
Peace.